You know, my goal is to win 4 to 5 more pro shows and be top 6 at Olympia. You know, what is Fred Smalls as a bodybuilder? Most electrifying poser in the bodybuilding industry. I think what I'm aspiring to be and what I want to be before I end is, man, he was a great bodybuilder. You know, Dad kind of is the one that took me to my first bodybuilding competition. It wasn't because he was he liked bodybuilding. It was because me and my friend were driving him nuts and just wanted to find something for us to do. You know, I was in high school. I was 13, and I remember being on stage, and I was like, I mean, looking in the audience, looking on stage, it was like, and my buddy was kind of in there like, oh, that's kind of cool. But he wasn't really paying attention. I was hooked. You know, I mean, you know, I've always had the He-Man characters and all that kind of stuff. But when I saw those guys up there, I'm like, man, I want to do that. My original plan was to work in the insurance business with my father and do real estate. Got my insurance license when I was 18.
Smalls, may I help you?
Growing up, I grew up working in his office, and actually until I was, probably got my insurance license when I was 18, with the thought process since the time I was 15 that I was going to work in insurance with my dad. I started, and then I graduated college, and I said, Dad, I think if I, you know, train people in the gym this summer and then come in with you in the fall, but then by the time the fall came, I already had a full book of people, and I was loving what I was doing, and so career kind of took a different path. But you know, Dad's my biggest supporter, and he's always there for me when I need him. So, you know, I had to bring you guys by and see what kind of started me. So,
okay.
I started out dancing in high school. You know, I used to do all the battling, hip hop, all that stuff. But my dad ain't coming to my dance recital. You know, he's not excited about that. One of my biggest achievements was I choreographed a dance in college, and it got accepted into the Professional Choreographers Club. But you know, that didn't excite your pop. But when I was powerlifting, Dad was like, yo, that's my son, you know? And bodybuilding allowed me to take the two and mesh them together. Powerful, strong, you know, Goliath in the gym, and then I can still be smooth and dance on stage, you know? And the coolest thing is, when I turned pro, everyone's like, yeah, you might need to change that up if you're gonna be, you know, if you're going to be accepted into the pro league. And I said, well, I guess I won't be in the pro league because that's why I do it. I love to perform. And one of the best moments in my career is I went to Olympia in 2012. Qualified for Olympia 3 points. No one knew me. And so they called Fred Smalls, and everyone's like, oh yeah, okay, who's this? Crickets. When I got done performing, there was people, I'm not even exaggerating, 60% of the audience on the floor standing up clapping. I think another great feeling was like I was in Prague, and or not Prague, in Europe, and Arnold's watching me, and I get done my routine, he's standing up, standing on his feet clapping, comes on stage, gives me the Best Pose Award, which wasn't even there. They just created it on the spot because he was so excited about my routine, and he's like, this is the best poser I've ever seen.
This is my son. This is when he was in college. Yes, I keep everything. And when Arnold gave Best Guest Poser at the Arnold's in 2014, yes. I keep my son. That's his.
My gift has always been to hear a song and be able to put it together. From just sitting in a chair, I could just hear the song, and if it's the right song, I can put it together. What I typically do is, once I find the song, now it's about, okay, trying to find 2 or 3 moves that people haven't seen me do to put in there. Trying to make sure I have enough classical posing so I please the masses that it's still a bodybuilding routine. And And then, you know, making sure that there's no slow spots in the routine. I think that's important. You know, the audience pays a lot of money to see the shows. You know, and I think that's a component of it, entertaining. This sport is all about what have you done for me lately, you know, and rightfully so. You know, everyone's, because there's so many up and newcomers coming on the scene. But what I loved about from 2012 to 2016, the amount of guest appearance and guest posing that I did for not being a top 10 guy at the Olympia, always being that top 15, but not a top 10 guy. The amount of guest posing I did was just, it's insane. And, you know, I mean, you know, at least twice a month from somewhere, you know, and I love it. You know, you get to, not only you get to perform in front of audiences all around the world, but you get to inspire people from everywhere, you know. And then I got these guys coming up to me at nationals, yo, Fred, check my routine out, check my routine out. I love entertaining, you know. I love being on stage. It's like you're up there, it's like a dream. You know, it doesn't even feel real, you know. And now it's more, you know, routine because you compete so much and you're doing it so often, but nothing compares to when you're on, it's just you. And, you know, when I competed this past July, it wasn't about seeing what I could place because I knew I was undersized, I was still getting sick a lot. I just needed to feel that rush from the crowd. That energy that you get back, it's contagious. It makes you, it's a high that you can't even compare to anything else. You know, it's like, that's what I'm gonna miss most. You know, when I'm done and can't do this anymore, that adrenaline rush you get and that high you get from, whether it's an audience of 100 or an audience of 11,000. You know, I performed in front of them all, and that energy you get back is in knowing that you created that energy. I can't wait to get back out there, man. You know, can't wait to get back out there.